day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to Oxygen Not Included, where today there has been a new release. Well, not today, there has been a new release all the same, where they have introduced a new important thing. Radiation! And with it, that means we have the bees. The bees are working. And the bees apparently pulse out radiation, which is kind of interesting. Question. You're only hives at the moment. Are there going to be actually any bees? Or is there absolutely no bees because of the simple fact there wasn't any when I first got here? Anyway, we have goals. First up, discover radiation. Seems like a very important goal if you ask me. Then, obviously, we need to just get all of our metal. You do have enough food on you, right? Yeah, you got enough food. The bladder's good. You're gonna pee yourself, but you say that as if you weren't going to do that anyway. Off you go! Right. So, we have our goals of obviously, you know, what am I calling it? Fixing this crap down here. Which we need Vivian to still keep making all this stuff. Smelloin, are you sending over ice, or is it just the other one at the moment? It's just the other one at the moment. So you know what? Start sending ice. You know what? What's the difference between the ices? Polluted ice is significantly, whatchamacallit, harder to melt. And the brine, significantly harder to melt. Although it's kind of interesting how they melt at a, whatchamacallit, higher temperature than before. How much ice do we have on this? No brine ice, a tiny bit crushed, not very much polluted, and absolutely crap tons of the other one. I guess we know which one we're going with then. We've almost run out of petroleum in here, so we've almost made our full list. Which was fine. We understand that. Abigail, if you wish to breathe, you should probably sweep up the water, which is stopping the oxygen from flowing down to the bottom because there's a bunch of annoying carbon in there. Shouldn't you? Good girl. Right. How much radiation have you absorbed right now? Interesting. I don't know how much you lose each cycle. Because it says you lose it when you go to the toilet. But we don't know how much you have used in total. You know? Also, where the bloody hell is the decor of everything? Decor is one of those really evil, annoying things which I just cannot seem to get up for the life of me. You have almost discovered radiation research. Because that's what, there's 4 types of research now. Radiation, advanced, basic, and interplanetary. Ah, excellent. This has arrived, and this is full. I really need to check. You know, how long it takes to get there. By the way, how are you doing for food? Oh, you're fine for food. Just go straight away then. I mean, it's not exactly like we can fix these auto sweepers or anything at the moment, considering, yeah. Also, shine bugs give off radiation, which is kind of interesting. So, what we need to do is finish off our ceramic. Because we need a goddamn crap ton of it. Oh, yes. Where is Vivian? Ah, yes. Vivian is, what am I calling it? She is not fixing doing her research. Oh, that's because our research is complete. Right. How does this work then? Atomic Collider. It consumes radbots. And we now have a radiation tab. Okay. Radbot Reflector. Receives and redirects bots from Radbot generators. Huh. Right. How big is this collider? Oh, that's pretty damn big, honestly. Oh, that's bigger than I was expecting it to be. But luckily it can fit in the research room. Unlike this thing. Oh yes, they also fixed the star map so that I can see everything around the places which I had previously explored. So thank you very much for that, Kel. Kel Entertainment. Very nice of you. This little brat of a Pip still hasn't planted the thimble reed, which we need it to plant. Maybe I need to just make a new one down here. Then again, isn't it getting it rather hot down there? Not yet. Scolding. Why are you scolding? How are you scolding there? Out of interest. And why do you think it's okay to just stay there? Here is the Radbot Collector. Or the Radbot thing. Technically, shine bugs produce radiation. Don't ask me why. They just do. So I could get this Radbot generator and shove it, make it so that it's permanently... Oh, it does require power. So we can just put it there to collect the radiation from the shine bugs and just have it, you know, go straight into the thing over here? Why are you being made out of goddamn steel? Moreover, why does it require refined metal to make? Why does everything need refined metal? That's not even, like, that high of a trait. Actually, hold on. No, you don't need radiation atomic research to get the metal refinery. I thought you did. My bad. Also, Vivian. Vivian. Just make the goddamn conveyor rails, please. You know, once you're healed up, I expect you to make them. I can just do this, can't I? Yes. So logically, I shouldn't need to build bigger than that, because I can just say install thing above this rocket module. And I can just say, what do I want to be installed on here? Probably Rover's module? Oh wow, you're running out of copper, guys. And I can just do that. Who's starving? Why are you starving? Where are you? Stop starving! We have goddamn tons of food. Abigail, how much calories do you have? Absolutely none. Why aren't you eating anything? Moreover, why is no one storing anything on here? Because it's a 4 at the moment. Well, let's make it a 6. Maybe they'll actually store the right food on there. AKA these... wherever the hell they are. Actually, they're not even there, are they? No, they're there. Unreachable build. No, it's not. I love how things can be fixed like that. Yeah. The temperature is definitely creeping out, isn't it? And I do not like that. How are we doing for that ceramic, Smelloin? Because it is kind of a top priority. You have 2 pipes worth right there. So, you're getting there, I guess. Have you eaten something now? You have. Excellent. Excellent. Good girl. Right, this time I'm going to keep an eye on you. Because I want to know if I can basically just tell you to go there and then instantly return. Good day and welcome to the Gentleman's Galaxy. Are any of you worth my time? No, but the barbecue is. Barbecue is very nice. Everyone loves the barbecue. Onto the ship you go, and away you travel. Koyoink! Right. You will get there in half a day. I'm going to keep an eye on things and make for when you finally get there. Also, I should probably do something with this barbecue. Who needs the barbecue? They might on this planet, but it will never get used. So instead, I'm going to give it to Gossito. Because Gossito is the paradise, after all. Paradise. Vivian, get off that damn bed. You're perfectly fine now. Get off that damn bed and make the bloody conveyor rails. Are we understood? Hooray! There's no more steam here, so hopefully we can start cooling things down. Maybe. How do I keep you cold? Alright, Shrubina. Or Abigail. You're about to hit Shrubina. And then when you do, we're going to take a quick pause and see how long it takes for you, for this ship to get loaded. It takes a bit of time. It does actually take a bit of time. So, what happens if I click on the return trip, I wonder? I shouldn't do that for this side, because it's the other side that gets the fuel. That fuels up. So, let's just move it and see. Okay. That's fine now. It looks like the track has been made. Meaning, you need to send in liquefiables. Quite desperately. Why do you not have power? Oh, for God's sake. The moment that ship arrives, guys, you're making these damn wires. I'm getting a little fed up with all this, oh, the wires are breaking bullcrap. You know? It's not funny. Stop it. Actually, this Radbot generator really takes an awful lot of power, doesn't it? You collect about 20 Radbots, about 10 Radbots on average, probably, a cycle. Interesting. How many does this thing need to use? And also, at what point does it send off the Radbots? Is another question. Right, we are definitely entering the point where... whatchamacallit. How we're definitely entering over the power limit. So, I should work on what do I need to research next after everything I've done so far. A juicer might not be the worst thing. Honestly, it should be this radiation refinement. And by that time, hopefully, we might have enough Radbots in order to do the atomic research. I also noticed the atomic research tends to be in like 5, 10, something ridiculously small like that. So, yeah. So I noticed the air is still like 100 degrees, and it doesn't seem to be getting colder, despite everything. So, game, why is there physically not an item just to make things colder? Yeah? Yeah? You can cool down liquid. Why can't I cool down gas? I can cool down gas. This thermo thing. Okay. Maybe I should try that. And, like, pump it out over here. Just because at least over here, we've got the permanent heat, the heat reduction of the oxygen flowing through. Pipe blocked? How is pipe blocked? There is no... Why did someone not make that? Why did that one little thing fail to exist? Vivian, as the only person who can make that, which is possibly our, and potentially our only saving grace at being able to stop things from melting entirely, we're just going to have to see if the crap melts instantly upon this place, or the crap is melting instantly. I fucking hate everything. It's impossible to cool crap down. It really is in this game. You just can't do it. There is no way to do it. Once it gets to a certain point of 100 degrees, it'll just keep going up and up and up because it can never go down. Okay, Gosmond. Make these pipes. Just for a little bit. Okay. Now with that made, I need that destroyed. Right this instant. Thank you. I don't care if there's a little bit of water that went all over the place. It's fine. Okay, so it does actually wait for me to click whatchamacallit. Launch before it'll go again. It just saves me from basically whatchamacalling it. It'll basically just save me from having to just reset the location every time. Okay. We have one last ditch effort on how we can potentially do this. And that is to use the water. How? Quite simple. First up, why does radiant pipes require refined metal compared to radiant ventilation, which doesn't? Just throwing it out there. Why? Good day and welcome to the gentleman's I don't care. That's 2,000 worth of gold, which I can then use to make this instead of the copper. Nice. How much copper do I still have here on smelloin? 5,000, and I've got 2,000 in the other place, which means I don't have very much on either planet in the scheme of things, and I need to fix that. Even if it involves me going over and breaking into these giant pockets which exist up here, which is actually probably the best idea I can do. How many radbots do you have so far? None. Why is there none? You have 20 odd. Why aren't you sending them? Or do you need to have collected a certain amount before you send them? And the shine bugs just aren't producing it anywhere near enough. Is that what I'm hearing? What is a critical power system right now? Because it most certainly is not this crap, because this crap does not work. Because sending it over in 20 odd kilograms just doesn't work, apparently. Not surprising, really. Smelloin, how are we doing for that? Somatic? I'm just gonna have to create another one, aren't I? Because I do need more. A lot more. You know, Abigail, you actually got plenty of food on there. So, besides the toilet and potential amenities, I can just send you back and forth for a good while. Okay. What the fuck is currently active that's breaking all my wires? If you're talking about this crap, fine, I'll turn it off. I'll just let the fishies just exist for a while. How's that sound? What else is there that's supposedly breaking everything? It's not this stuff. This stuff isn't active. The fridges, perhaps? I don't think so. One of them's already broken. That's actually probably one of the wires that does need repairing, if you don't mind, good chaps. You tell me I've got all of these wires active. All this power that's breaking. When, really, I don't. Can my fucking wires stop breaking when nothing is turned on? Especially this thing. Especially that thing, which is apparently, oh, let's send over the ratbots. Oh, we're gonna send you ratbots. Yeah, totally. Where are they? You've got 31 inside you. Send them off. You're on an isolated circuit. You're fine. These things don't see what's causing the power fluctuations, if you ask me. Because let's see, you're both turned on. That's 2,400. That's not 2,400. 2,001. I'm saying the same exact number, but properly. 240. You're turned on. I don't think you're turned on. They're not turned on. Those definitely shouldn't be turned on. They're not doing anything. Those are working, sure. You're not using the damn cooking materials at the moment. I think it's mostly that thing. I'm sorry, but until we can get the refined conductive wire, someone needs to turn this radbot generator off. Now! When I tell you! Now we shouldn't have anywhere near as many power problems with the wires. It also just means our research is stuck on hold because these radbot things don't work properly and require an absurd amount of power for some godforsaken reason. I mean, 400 odd is the same amount of power that is more power than a solar panel generates. Why does it need that much? I'm slowly removing all the carbon dioxide from around here, thanks to this tiny little setup here. Good. Good. The ship has arrived again. Excellent. All the gold is slowly coming off. There we go. Nice. How stressed are you in there? Ah, you can make one more trip. You can make one more trip before I have to, you know, probably change it. Also, I just realized I was meant to be changing out that for the big module. Damn it. Well, point is, we have all this gold now to be able to make all these conductive wires, which we need now. Don't worry, Abigail. Maybe, eventually, I'll install a toilet in there. Although I don't think I will, because they're kind of big. Excellent. We've got a rover's module attached onto this now, which has a rover in it. Perfect. So, what else do I need on this particular ship? Is the great question. Ooh, I need steel for a large cargo bay, do I? Interesting. It doesn't tell me how much more it can hold, though. But either way, we probably need one on the other one. Either way, it's more than likely time for us to build that nose cone. What did I need the refined metal on this place for again? Because I know I had 20 gold, which I was going to do something with. I'm pretty sure we have enough gold to fix all the things that need wires here on Smelloin. Ooh! I was about to say, do bees exist yet? And yes, they do. Hello, bees! How are you doing? Decor plus 30. Ooh, interesting. You consume 100 grams of carbon dioxide when in use. Ooh, very interesting. So, yes, each individual bee is quite radioactive. Well, I suppose that makes sense, given the scenario that they're in. Be tiny. It will mature into a vicious... Is that vicious? Vicus? Vicious adult in time. Beetles are hostile critters that thrive in radioactive environments. Oh, they're hostile, are they? They also only live for 5 days. So it's really the hive which is the big thing for them. Huh. Good day and welcome to the Gentleman's Galaxy. We are slowly generating stuff, but all of you suck, and I will be taking the steel. God damn it. Well, I guess you're just gonna waste all the pickled meals then. If you're just gonna be such a stressy little so-and-so and eat all the food because, oh no, I've had a job to do for the last week. I don't care. Suffer. You're about to run out of food. What are you gonna do then? Eh? What are you gonna do then? We seem to be slowly getting the ceramic which we need in order to build everything. This is good. The heat is slowly rising. And of course you made a mess because you're a little so-and-so, aren't you? Yes, are you done being a stressy little so-and-so? I should hope so. You know what? I'm gonna give you the time of day. You can come out now. Mostly because I'm interested to see if I can swap this for a large cargo bay, which I cannot yet. Probably because I need more steel. How much steel do we have here on this planet? 100 exactly. Well, gossito, how much steel do you have on this planet? 600. Not enough. So, we need to make more steel. Now I remember what I was using the gold for. I was making radiant pipes. Because with radiant pipes, I would be able to ship the really cold water over here. And that is exactly what I intend to do. Because we'll be able to have the water flow through this giant, what is it, like, yeah, negative odd degree water flow through this pipe down here. And then it'll travel upstairs. I might actually want to make this part radiant as well, just so that, you know, some of the heat gets dispersed as well, before heading back into our base. But you know what? I'll come to that when I need to. I'm really starting to wonder whether I should just take all the carbon dioxide and see if I can vent it into space. Because it is starting to get a bit in the hotter side. So, all of our main important pipes in this planet, have now been converted to what they need to be converted to. Meaning, now, I can go here, refined metal, gold. We must send over all of the gold. But first make those. Start, I don't think you should be trying to breathe right there. It tends to be what injures people. I'm so glad right now I have a medic. And I'm really leaning towards making a genuine medical room. Medical bay. Because I think we need one. Especially given how much they're all going to get injured with all the crap that's going on. So, let's work on making an actual medical bay. Ooh, we have 1,000 metal now. Interesting. And yes, I can make a large cargo bay. Let's do that, please. If I can make a large cargo bay, we can transport a lot more metal over, and thus everything will just be better. And besides, if I need more steel, I can technically glitch a little bit of steel by making a thing, breaking a thing, making a thing, breaking a thing. We are now being sent gold. Meaning we can slowly start converting our entire circuit into said material. Well, it looks like all I need to do now for our big special rocket is just fuel it. And also give it a destination. And also probably put some air in there. There's a big bottle of oxygen in here, isn't there? Yeah, there it is. A big bottle of oxygen. 30 kilograms of it. How's the ship? Oh, the ship has been built. Excellent. That means it's time for someone to get on the damn ship. With all of its new lovely food, there is a significantly less stressed Abigail. And we can launch. How much more fuel will that use, I wonder? And for God's sake, I've decided plug slugs are now extinct. Are we understood? Plug slugs are extinct. They are here on Gossito, at least. Because despite everything, they just eat resources. Nothing more. They generate a bit of hydrogen, but I don't want hydrogen. We are getting a little shorter on coal here on smelloin, but if needs be, I can just tell them to transport coal over here. Yes, I know you made a mess. You always make a mess. So, the regular cargo bay can hold 1,200 material. Let's see how much the large one can hold. In addition, it takes the same amount of fuel to get here, which is kind of nice. 2,700, so just over double. I'm fine with that. We're making a lot of these insulated gas pipes. We're getting there. Slowly, we're getting there. There. A medical bay. I believe it has all that's needed. A hospital. Hospital. Toilet, mess table, medical equipment. Oh yes, it'll have everything. Now the big annoying thing is the moment that the ceramic is finished, we're going to have to send Vivian or someone over to just finish off that singular wire. Alright. We're now slowly delivering that away. Abigail is having a snooze. Don't you worry, Abigail. You will be heading straight back over shortly. We just need to empty out this entire huge cargo bay of ours. Don't you worry, Abigail. The moment you come back with one more trip of gold, I think I'll let you get off for a little bit. Little R&R. On whichever planet you choose, honestly. There we go. Unloading is complete. Off to the next planet. Or off back to Trabina. I have just realized they can't actually get off on Trabina anymore because of the sheer size of this ship. I'm gonna have to think of another thing for that. Almost. It's almost finished. Just 1, 2, 3, 4 more pipes to make with the ceramic. I'm also going to do that and then cancel it just so it's joined up. So what is this stuff? Solid nuclear waste. Highly toxic liquid full of radioactive contaminants formed in a nuclear meltdown. So these bees are a nuclear meltdown, is what you're telling me. Well, either way, we still haven't found any uranium ore. I don't know if that's what this stuff is. This radium. Oh. Oh. Is that? It is. It's finished. Sweet. Actually, I'm going to apply a gas filter up here. Why? Pretty simple, honestly. If we have it filter... filter, don't put a filter on. These things could get filled with things that aren't whatchamacallit. It can get filled with things that aren't steam. And we do need the steam. We're mostly fine for ceramic now, I think. Especially as you're actually almost out of clay. We built that goddamn much. Wow. That's genuinely impressive. But if someone could please take this gold and move it on out over to here. Just need one person constantly moving the gold. Now, gas filter, non-breathable gas, steam. Just a tiny bit more, guys. You guys are making the radiant pipes. Excellent. You do need to do that. Gosman's almost dead, but, you know, whatever. It happens. Especially in this place at this current time. We just have 1, 2, 3, 4 more pipes to make. And then maybe we might start getting something. Some cooling happening. Alright, all that's left is the gas vent. Right. Right. Now we're entering the fun bit. The other issue with this entire sequence is the fact that I'm going to have to store an awful lot of whatchamacallit in here. Gas. In order to just make sure that, you know, pretty much, it doesn't melt. Okay. Okay. One person is able to make this wire. She needs to get in there and make it fast. She is actually a little injured right now, so let's have a quick save just in case. I suspect she's going to fall over and we're going to have to reload. Vivian, leave. Leave, Vivian. Okay, well, you're out of there, meaning someone can now come grab you. Which is the important thing. Why is the pipe blocked? I haven't made the gas bridge. You know what? I am okay with that. I am actually okay with that. For being an excuse for why it's not working. Thank you, Vivian. You have done well today. The last one that's still building is Star, isn't it? Yep. Star. Still remaining the star of the show! And then we got this idiotic, stupid little Draco who refuses to stay in the hydrogen in order to fix his scales. Honestly, I need this hydrogen in there. But I also need to make a place big enough for it. Excellent. Guys, you should probably focus on the building more than the, you know, sweeping, especially given how injured you idiots are. You still haven't planted that thimble reed. I goddamn hate you. You insufferable little whelp. Abigail. I forgot you existed. Well, I suppose you can get off the ship then. It seems like the beehives will always make a new baby every single day. And that's how they work. However, still doesn't help us get any uranium for them. Oh look, there's uranium. Huh. To be fair, is uranium base almost renewable? Because if you look at it here, it uses enriched uranium to produce radiation for Radbolt's production. Okay. And then we got extracts enriched uranium from uranium ore, outputs depleted uranium in a molten form. I still don't know what I use uranium for, other than it just simply existing. Unless it doesn't have a purpose yet, in which case, whatever then, I guess. Oh yes, these two volcanoes are definitely causing everything to boil a little. Gosmond. Ooh, Gosmond. Ah, now I just need to go yoink, yoink, and there we go. Hold on a moment. Ooh. Ooh, that's certainly working. Oh, that has certainly worked to make things colder. Looking at that. It's really cold. The air is definitely switching between points of being obscenely hot and not. So, all I have to do is somehow keep the water permanently flowing, which is very hard to do when I don't actually have this thing even working. Okay. So the general thought is there, and the main thing it's doing is ensuring this is permanently working. So, yeah. Also, the steam is filling up. Excellent. We're fueling! It's fueling! How much fuel can it hold? Is the great question. And how much more of these am I going to have to create? What's it look like inside here? You have a barely breathable amount of oxygen in here. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I can work with this. First up, we need one of them. Next up, we need to do that. Next up, we need to We just basically need to make this place livable for... Do you actually... What do you need for the washroom? Or the latrine, sorry. You do actually need a wash station. Okay. Then in that case, if I just make that inside for now, where we have a bathroom, an outhouse with a wash basin, creating a bathroom, a comfy bed with some decor items, which thus should make it a, whatchamacallit, a bedroom, which is the best thing anyone's going to ever see, and then I need to make myself a, whatchamacallit, refrigerator for food. Then I'm not sure what they'd need after that. Oh right, a mess hall. What do I need for a mess hall? What counts as industrial machinery? Does this thing count as industrial machinery? Probably counts as industrial machinery. If I make all of this on this ship, logically, I should have a bathroom, a proper bedroom, and a great hall. I don't know why I'm trying to make a great hall, but I'm going for the great hall. Gossito. How much gold do you have now? Oh, you've got tons now. Excellent. That means you have no excuse for it, all this crap to not be gold, do you? I mean, granted, yes, I do need to recircuit things to add more of these to just separate the circuitry up a little. But still, what is that? Gas pipe. That broke. Why did it break? Cold damage. Okay, so you're at maximum steam, are you? Well, first up, I'm surprised that the temperature can change so much. How's the temperature looking, by the way, with all this traveling through? Doesn't actually look too bad, really. The constant flow of polluted water going through is working quite well at cooling down at least the steam turbine, so that the steam turbine can then permanently have the steam going through, which then may potentially cool down all of the steam. But it also means I need to start putting the damn ice through, which I can now because it'll survive the trip. Okay, so guys, as much as we love having gold for our wires now, make everything that needs to be inside the science vessel. We want to discover a brand new planet. And to be fair, having the polluted water be 23-ish degrees isn't actually that bad. That's a pretty standard-ish temperature. And considering we're using it for, you know, whatchamacallit, cooling things down, that works out pretty well. Now all I have to do is do the same thing down here somehow. Abigail, I think it's time for another run. If you don't mind. Shrubina is overheating, but it is also quite radioactive. I mean, just look at all this down here. Look at these bees. Why is a bee so radioactive? I mean, look at this. Significant hazard. It's kind of absurd how much radiation these bees give off. And then we got this thing. Significant hazard again. Why is the satellite a significant hazard? Actually, don't answer that. The satellite has an excuse to be a significant hazard. But it's also the way I've built the place is just kind of like, oh, there's just radiation seeping through kind of everywhere. So, yeah. It's a good thing the animals aren't affected by radiation. Vivian? Are you literally built into a goddamn wall? Right now. Vivian? Darling? Are you okay? Come on. You need to go now, don't you? Yes. How dare the nasty people build you into a wall? I mean, how rude can they get, am I right? That's all done. Begin the launch sequence. Oh, of course you made a mess. This is not exactly the ride of luxury that everyone wants, is this Sat XC. It is the goddamn do your jobs ship. Did you just put a bunch of ice in there? You did. Okay, Vivian, you're not allowed in there anymore. I did that as a one-off thing. What's meant to happen is you're meant to build this thing, and then this thing's meant to transport a bunch of ice through. Okay? Okay, so now we have a problem, guys, in that suddenly, where there was a big bunch of water flow that kind of worked, now there isn't. Because you guys have decided to just go in there, releasing a bunch of steam. You know? Yes, ice is actually making it through there occasionally. It seems. You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna reload. Because that was too critical of an error. Actually, that's not what the error was. The error is the fact that this is no longer that the water is no longer flowing. So what we need to do is that. Those are unreachable, you say. No problem. You can uproot this. Dig that. And just mine there instead. Because that isn't unreachable. Now this is priority now. That is priority now. In fact, you can even make the entire thing out of granite, as that'll probably be quicker for you to get a hold of. Won't it now? Do some deconstructing, which should then allow you to make a bunch of more things. Also, I didn't actually intend for those ones to be priority now. I'll put them as priority 6, because making sure we have the space is pretty important, but finishing this off, a little bit more important. The steam appears to be very slowly losing temperature now that it's at a standstill. And it's at a standstill because they haven't built these things. Well done, Star. Excellent. That should now be a latrine. It is a latrine. Excellent. Can you make these last 2 tiles? They're kind of important. I get the feeling you haven't made those because you somehow don't register that you need to make them. So if you wouldn't mind, would you mind making these as well? We're almost done with the ship. There we go. This is a great hall. This is a bedroom. Why is it a bedroom? Oh, it is a bedroom. It's a bedroom. Right, good one. Not the normal one. Abigail! I think you can get off the ship, can't you? I mean, you're actually happy on the ship. And the ship does have food. Ah, and you're currently unloading the ship. Right. In fact, the ship seems to be creating unlimited gold right now. Because of the fact that, I don't know, it seems to be delivering gold constantly, and thus that gold is just permanently entering here. Okay, if that's the case, I might need to make sure I save it, don't reload for a while, and just make sure I put myself a second or third storage bin just in case. Oh, I lack super hard digging, do I? Oh well, never mind. I can make the whatchamacallit somewhere else, I'm sure. I actually can't. Funky, you totally have super hard digging. What are you on about? What we need to do is make sure this polluted water is constantly flowing. Meaning, we somehow need to make sure we constantly have enough polluted water in here. That's going to be the fun bit. Especially as this thing is currently dormant. Yeah. Yeah. Also, why the hell are Wheezeworts radioactive now? Like the Shine Bug, maybe, but the Wheezewort? Excellent. This has been made. Let us save the game. Pray that I can just keep the permanent gold active. Because if I can, then, Shrubina, you are dead to me. Because I no longer need to ever touch you again. Apart from when we finally want to do a radiation problem. But at that point, I will make a new spaceship to do that. Because if permanent spaceship works, it works. So, gossito. First up, why aren't those fueling up? Ah, yes, that's why. There we go. Let the air flow. I have also just realized why that gas pipe is the only one that's breaking, and that's because it's attached to the tile, which is absorbing the heat from the steam. Which is actually an interesting way I could cool things down. So yes, I think we're good. Gosmond, get on the spaceship! You're gonna live in luxury for a couple of days. Well, you won't be able to breathe very well, but you'll live in luxury. And all on the way to exploring the stars. And figuring out where the bloody hell, what the bloody hell kind of planet that is. I'm sorry, what? The glitched gold was fun while I had it. But you know what? I shouldn't abuse the system too much. And that's what I get for forgetting about food. And also for not expecting it to take that long. Okay. Here's the thing. The Great Hall requires a morale item of plus 8 decor, or plus 20 decor. These things are not plus 20. I need a whatchamacallit, a bin. I need a bloody storage thing to put dirt into the outhouse. That means I need to figure out a different way to get my... I can just make that. That works. Alright. The plumbing. Of course. I forgot about this bit. Perfect. Now then. Now I need you all to pick up this crap. Including whatever you get from that. You have a place to put it, right? Yes. This storage bin right over here. Glorious. Now you're going to build one of these. Right, guys? Perfect. Everything works now. The steam looks like it's getting a little colder. Hard to say how much colder, though. How are we doing here in Gossito? Well, you still need to make a plant pot. I see. As well as make a storage bin. Glorious. Well done, guys. You've got... how much? 30-odd thousand calories of thing in here. Excellent. Then, what I need next is some dirt. Cultivatable soil. Dirt. Why is this being used? Out of interest. Is it because it was the only toilet available? What else might she need in this place? Nothing that I can think of. Logan, you're an absolute champ. You know that? Logan, out of interest, what are your stats? You got so much science, a lot of athletics, so much machinery. You don't like digging, I don't blame you for that, or building. Got tons of strength, though. If you don't mind, would you mind picking that up and moving it away? Yes? Good. Right. Someone put some dirt into the storage bin that is on the spaceship, please. Then we can start going out immediately. If it's gonna take 10 days, I want to get out there as soon as possible. We must discover what that place is. By the way, just to make sure, you have your The roundabout trip is turned on, and I don't see any complaints telling me that it's not going to make it, so I will simply assume it will. Okay. I need more steam. I need more things to hold the steam. One of these is one of these. So, to make things very happy, this does not need to be priority whatever. It doesn't even need to be priority 9. So guys, I'm noticing you haven't put any dirt in there. Is that because you've simply already got all of it stored, or what? Are you trying to mock me? Are you trying to stop me from going into space? Are you really that against it? Well, I'm not going to let your feeble attempts at mockery stop me. You are going to grab that dirt. You are going to take the dirt. You are going to take the dirt all the way to the ship. And I will expect to see said dirt taken to said ship. Right, wild old Bruce the Beefy? Wild old Bruce the Beefy. Finish your current task. Where are you taking that dirt? Supplying farming materials. Vivian. Oh, Vivian, you are a favorite. Thank you, Vivian. With that, this has dirt. With that dirt, we will be able to exist. Right. Then, next, all that's needed is for Gosmond to get on the bloody ship. Because with Gosmond on the bloody ship, we will be able to bloody go to where we need to go. So, Gosmond, get on the bloody ship. Oh yes, and then wild old Bruce the Beefy. We need to teach you about stuff, don't we? Yes. So, what do you want to learn? You want to learn some plumbing. You want to learn some atomic research. Sure, why not? And then finally, you probably want to learn a bit of cooking. You're not allowed to be an artist, which is a bit bad, but it'll do. Right. Thank you, Gosmond. Begin the launch sequence. We won't deny, Gosmond. You're going to be out here for a while. A long while. And it might get a little stressful. But you shouldn't need to worry. We got plenty of good food in here after all. And you're now in the Great Hall. Gosmond, tell me, what is your stress for today? Today's stress. Low morale. Well, that's just because of the fact you're stuck in this place for now. But luckily, Gosmond, you are soon going to be going to the place which is... It's soon going to be the end of the shift, meaning you can enjoy some good food. As we got 60,000 calories worth of crap on here. Wow, quite impressive, isn't it? I do apologize about the fact you are likely going to be choking a bit, Gosmond, but... You know... Let's just check what you're at now, Gosmond. Good meal, great hall, bedroom, latrine, all is good. Especially as it actually looks quite nice in this place, doesn't it? Yes! You've got the advantage of the decor as well. Nice. I am sure the big stress thing will be the lack of breath, but you will make do. There we go. 9 cycles to get to that individual little spot here. Let's hope they'll survive without you, Gosmond. I sincerely hope that they do. What do you mean, overheat damage? The gas reservoir overheating. Oh, for God's sake, it's because they're filled with bloody steam, isn't it? Why did I not think of that? And I can't make them out of fucking whatchamacallit either, can I? In fact, why are you overheating and yet none of the others are? I'm just going to leave things for now. Because this seems to be working quite well for cooling things down. Steam turbine is working enough, I guess. We mostly just need to build these so that we can get more whatchamacallits. Again, I have no idea why this gas reservoir has got so much heat going through it. Quite frankly, I can turn that thing back on so we can start collecting up our radbots again. All seems to just be working. Well, most of the steam is about 180 degrees now, which definitely shows it is going down. And some of it is even colder than that. So this steam, for instance, is only 120 something. And we don't even have steam in here anymore. Yes, this method is working. This alone is evidence of that. Sure, it's still scorching hot in there, but the fact is, it is no longer steam, meaning it is getting colder. Barely. Oh, now that is bad. You have already reached the top, meaning the water has now stopped flowing. Right. Okay. How much of the water do we still have over here? A few thousand tons. You know what? That's fine. That is fine. We just need to figure out somewhere else to put all this water. Maybe I should pipe the water over here so that it can then become steam. Or maybe I should pipe the water back here where it can then slowly freeze again. Yes. Yes, that could work. That could indeed seriously work. If the water that we need simply cannot flow because we have too much of the non-polluted variety, then we can simply send the polluted water back here where it can once again remain cold, and thus ship that back. This is my best choice. Though the amount we will, likely, eventually overload with water, that time will not happen for a while. And we need it to start moving very, very soon. Because it's turning into steam. So guys, if you would not mind, priority 9 it, please. I need those things made this instant. Funky Charlie the Bad has already finished his work on the other side. Why haven't you? I did not mean that as an option. You can go to break now despite it being your break time. I kind of meant it as you make it now. I notice the water still isn't flowing despite being connected. Smelloin is clearly a... God damn it, Charlie. And I was telling them you were done on this side. You made me look like a liar, Charlie. That's your fault. Make the goddamn valve, Charlie. Crap. And there we go. The pipe has been made. Meaning the water is now flowing. Perhaps not at the rate that it should be, but... Or rather, in the way it kind of should be, but it is. And most importantly, it is moving entirely all at once. Rather than the tiny little bits. So it should also have a bit more of a cooling effect as well. Glorious. Wow, this bee is traveling far. I am surprised it's not killing itself right now with how far it's traveled. I mean, that's a relatively hot area for a species that enjoys negative hot temperatures. So I'm guessing I'm just going to sit here and enjoy watching the little bugger just burn and die. Right? Yep, you instantly overheated. This auto sweeper here is the only one which has never taken damage. And judging from the fact that the trail has stopped, I'm guessing this one is dead. Oh goody. Then that means it's time for Vivian to get back over here. And for us to take a small detour, isn't it? Gossito! Where is the lovely girl, Vivian? There she is. It's time for her to get into the teleporter. Come on, Vivian, you have a job to do. I know Gossito was not exactly the vacation you were hoping for, but I don't care. Right. Acknowledge the warnings and begin the launch sequence. Over to Shrubina you go, where it is time for you to repair things. I do have to wonder if I should just move all of this into here. Sure, it would overheat itself a little, but it's not like it's not going to do that anyway. I do not have them. Are you telling me these beta hives are actually just going to die on me? If I don't try and feed them some uranium. Abigail the Dudette made a mess. So will Vivian, no doubt, in a short moment. Although you wouldn't need to if I could just be intelligent enough to notice the fact you've actually already arrived on the planet. Ah. But then I remember. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay. Here's what has to happen. I need one of you to exist. I don't care who, just someone good. Someone who isn't crap. Someone to exist, to be able to do useful things, so that I can... Operating, digging, farming, I ain't got germ resistant. Let's try again. What I need is someone who can become a Vivian on this planet. So, supplying and machinery. Or just start with the skill. Honestly, at this point, I would love someone to just start with the skill. Liam. You know what, Liam? Or should I say... Jeff? I am going to give you a chance. You get to exist. Your very first job, create a goddamn bridge. Now. Like, now. Not a priority. Nothing else. Make a damn bridge. The pair of them need to get out and do what they need to do. Work harder, Jeff. Your building skills will be needed in the end, after all. And also, you are very banned from that ship. Because you're just going to eat, because you're just going to drink up all the oxygen. Alright? Okay. So now that you exist, I'm going to have to figure out something you can cook. Either way, Vivian, go do your job. Vivian, that is not your job. There we go. Someone come sweep that up. Right now. Vivian, what are you doing? You have never broke. What position are you? You are 2 above. So that's the position which we need to make our things here. In addition, we probably, at long last, need to mine up these. Is that nuclear waste? I'm sorry, what? How is there random-ass nuclear waste around this place right now? Oh yes, I'm gonna have to build a new mess table in this place, aren't I? Yes, quite. What happened to the plant that was in the flower pot? I'm pretty sure there was one. I should send Abigail home. Abigail, go home. It does not take long for someone to come home here after all. So, where is that steel which appeared? It's in there, is it? Oh, good. And it's drastically already reduced in temperature. Excellent. That's what we love to see. Nice. Right. So where I need to build that is... Are you next to it? Or yes, you're just not on the same level as it. So if I build you, like... there... Which I can't, because that's a level too high. But I can just build a tile to make up for that. Then we will be in a much better state. Okay. I kind of want to see us get attacked by a bee, if I'm honest. Just because I want to know what the bees are like when they're when they attack us, because they are supposedly hostile. Vivian, can you please obey my jobs that I have given you? Leave the other man to do the things he needs to do. You have the things you need to do. Are we understood, Vivian? So yes, I kind of am interested as well what happens when the hive starves to death, because if they starve to death and then everything's just... and they're just completely gone, then I just can't use uranium anymore, really, can I? And... you have reached back here on smelloin. Excellent. Shrubina will... it will survive. We only need 1,000 calories a day, and... I'm pretty sure there's so much wild mealwood at this point that they can do that. At least for now. That might not be the case forever. I mean, in theory, how much do we need? Their wild growth cycle is 12 days. Since bloody when? Okay, maybe I underestimated. I always thought it was 6. Vivian, get on the damn bed. Gossito, how are you doing? Gosmond, even. How much longer are you away? 3 days. Vivian, for the love of God, just make your damn things. Thank you. The auto-sweeper is at a good temperature as well. Meaning I shouldn't need to worry about it breaking for at least a little bit. Jeff. You need to get your improved supplying, don't you? Yes. This auto-sweeper right here is in the best position. So hopefully this one should be good for when this one starts erupting too. And potentially this one. Vivian, where the hell are you, and why are you not doing your tasks? Polluted dirt. Vivian, you do not live here. Leave that for the man who's going to live here. Your task is this. This. Only this. Vivian. You haven't even broke this yet. Vivian, I notice you are very injured. But what I also notice is the fact you are not making your stuff. The stuff you need to make. Also, Vivian, bull crap, that is an unreachable dig, you insignificant little whelp. You are going to build the thing I tell you to build. Are we understood? Oh, now I understand why it's insufficient. You can't build it, because there's a thing up there you need to dig up. Dig. Okay, you know what? Fine. My bad. Vivian, build the auto-sweeper, please. Like the good little girl I know you can be. How well's Gosman doing? 1.5 days. Right. As I say, I pretty much just need to make a giant row I just need to make a giant pile of insulated tiles. But that is the job for Jeff. We're almost done, is Vivian. And she is so close to going insane. Gosmond? Less than a day! Less than a day! I love how Gosmond is absolutely thrilled to be on the spaceship right now. All by herself. She couldn't be happier. She just has to go by, keep existing. She's got huge supply of omelets, a toilet, a nice looking bedroom, and an absolutely gorgeous decor. Kind of shows you how much of a difference decor actually makes to your whatchamacallit, doesn't it? Jeff, move. Yeah, that is now assigned to Jeff. Vivian, go save him. Vivian, you have 40 seconds. Go save him. Don't talk to the man. Put him in the triage bed. Excellent. You can now make another one for yourself in the morning. New planetoid detected. Charibo. Hello, What? Come again? Charibo. Alright. Nubium volcano. Excellent. That's the place we wanted. Magma. No kidding. That's all I saw. So, is this just the super... I don't know what to make of this planet. It's just literally molten magma. Huh. Charibo. Well, that's certainly an apt name, because if you go there, you're certainly going to become charcoal, aren't you? Huh. Well, we finally discovered what it looks like, at least. And we have... Shrubina is getting back online, extremely slowly. Yeah, we're working things out. Well, everyone, I think this is a good place to leave today's episode. So it looks like, what can I say other than thank you all for joining me today? I have been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that, until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally,